Gather round, children, and I will tell you a tale. Back in the ancient year of March, quarantine was this new and exciting thing. And in those ancient days, a boy that they called Chris decided to film his quarantine, fully expecting it to only last 2 weeks at the most.
Here we are in friggin' November. Can you believe that the term social distancing wasn't part of like the public consciousness this year? Let's look back and laugh, shall we?
Hey, it is March 12th, 2020.
Hello.
Thursday.
It's November.
I guess
This is day one of our quarantine here. I was talking with Grandma, and we were out and about today. We mostly went to the grocery store to get waters and toilet paper.
Two things. First of all, it is not a quarantine if you've been out and about, Chris. And second, we got so much water that day. We still have it in our garage.
But yeah, I was talking with Grandma, and just because of her age with the whole virus thing, we think it would be best if we just stay in the house for at least a week.
At least a week. At least a week. At least a week. Also, I love that I slipped "we decided" in there because this was the 12th and we had no idea that the next day it would switch from being recommended to being mandatory.
Tonight, Governor Gavin Newsom says he's stopping indoor dining in restaurants and closing all bars, wineries, and movie theaters statewide.
And this sounds so incredibly selfish, I know, but there have definitely been times in the past where I've had to go up to a month without seeing any friends.
I'm sorry. Just like 8 months ago, the concept of not like actually being with your friends in real life for more than a month blew my mind, and it was the hardest thing I had ever gone through. Oh, you sweet summer child. And I say this with the last little bit of fiddle playing, sweet tea drinking, southern sap in the bottom of my soul. Bless your heart.
Friday the 13th was actually pretty good.
It was the last normal day you will ever have, Chris.
Well, hello. Today is the 2-week anniversary of when we decided week-iversary of when me and my grandmother decided to self-quarantine in this house. Which means we have not been outside. Well, we've been outside in the front yard and in the backyard. I stepped out there to shoot something.
I didn't know at the time if you were allowed to step out onto your front porch or not.
With one exception, I did last week swing by the local grocery store in a mask and surgical latex gloves that we still have from when my grandfather was alive. So went in there, got the shopping done, which it was really bizarre to see, like, there was so much food missing.
At the time, I legit was like, is this it? Is this the end of America? Are there going to be food shortages? Is there going to be fighting for it?
But yet, there was also food there that I didn't expect there to be. Like, all of the canned soup was gone, except for, like, Campbell's cream of chicken.
Because screw Campbell's cream of chicken.
Which, fair enough, because Campbell's cream of chicken is crap.
Woo! Some things never change.
We've been trying for, like, a week straight to order, like, food online and have it delivered so we don't need to go out into the world. But it hasn't been working. We've tried, like, our local grocery store's website. We've tried Target. We've tried Amazon Fresh or Amazon Prime Now, whatever it's called. None of those have worked.
All that stuff works now, and that's what I've been using since, and I'm so thankful that it is working. But yes, there was a period where I legit was like, should we start rationing the food cans? Like, this is our 10 Cloverfield Lane moment. It's funny, I haven't really looked back and rewatched those since, and I forgot how much fear I had in me at the time. Just fear and anxiety about the future and if we were going to survive. And I'm very glad to report that, yes, everything so far is working out as long as you are very safe and smart. And granted, I am in a very privileged position. I am a young, relatively healthy and able to self-quarantine alone for the time after I've gotten back from traveling. Like, I'm very lucky to be able to follow all of the recommended practices and have it not impact my personal life nearly as much as I expected it to. And this virus has absolutely had an incredibly devastating impact on so many innocent people around the country, and that's absolutely horrifying. But if I could just send a quick little message to the past, it would contain something along the lines of,
Hey March Chris, and it's November Chris. Good news and bad news. Bad news, COVID is worse than ever. Like right now, you're freaking out about 1,000 cases total, and we are dealing with 1,000 deaths a day. But get this, the president and the first lady are going to get it. Although no one's really going to care about her for some reason. And yet, as humans do, and have always done, we adapt. We've mostly changed our lifestyles to be able to be done from home, which is what the disabled community has been needing forever. While COVID-19 is almost certainly going to be the defining event of 2020, in much the same way that 9/11 was the defining event of 2001, it's not going to be alone. Terrible perversions of justice that have been occurring for generations will be brought up in the public eye in the form of very vocal protests. The warned about effects of climate change that have been denied for so long by our leaders will finally be felt in the West Coast in an absolutely undeniable way. The disasters and events that this year brings they're very serious and are very personal and painful to so many people. And yet, God willing, they are the beginning of actual change happening. They are growing pains towards a better society. For far too many things, we have left the Band-Aid on well past where it should have already been taken off. And while ripping it off is painful, it is necessary and is the first step towards healing and growth beyond. So while there is so much despair and pain in the world, it is not purposeless. There is a reason to cling to hope. Please stay positive. Okay. It's the video I take for color correction. It's the video I take for color correction. I got this shiny new gray card and I like it a lot. Got it from Evan Edinger. He recommended this one. I mean, I could use my shirt because it is white, but I could also use my skin because so am I.